Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Wes, wishfully thinking future combat patrols in today's video. So let's go. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, so GW just announced, like yesterday, the new Ultramarines Combat Patrol. And that got me thinking, well, actually, there's a bunch of news that they announced. Like the new Vitrix Guard, which are basically the old Ultramarines Honor Guard, their new upgrade sprue, and actually in D&D news as well, today, Grim Hollow's campaign guide dropped, which had a bunch of new magic items and whatnot in it. And um, I know that their Hellfire Club starter set is coming out. Their new starter set just came out. Anyway, we're talking combat patrols. And oh wait, also yeah, the Assault Terminators got announced. And that made me wishfully think about Blood Angels Assault Terminators. But yeah, so new Ultramarines Combat Patrol came out, and that made me think, well, all of the Divergent chapters and primary, like, Codex compliant chapters just got combat patrols. Ultramarines gonna be the last one. What about our non-chapter? And I don't mean the Grey Knights, because they're technically just a chapter. I'm talking the Inquisition's army of Space Marines, the Deathwatch. Yes, I know it's wishful thinking. It's full copium to think we're going to get a Deathwatch combat patrol. However, it would be really cool, and that's what I kind of want. But yeah, Terminator, or not Terminator, oh my god, Deathwatch combat patrol. And if one does come out, it'd be pretty cool to have like the things you need to build the special kill team. Imagine like it had 3 interceptors and then like 3 eliminators and either 3 aggressors or 3 eradicators or both. You know, a box with only 12 units isn't that attractive. However, you would have like 6 of the what you would need for the Dominator kill team just by having all the Gravis guys there. But if it was just, you know, either one or the other, aggressors or eradicators, and they both have appeared in 2 combat patrols recently, aggressors are going to be in the Ultramarines one. The eradicators were just in the Salamanders one, but I do not want Blade Guard. I'm sick and tired of Blade Guard in combat patrols. Not that there's anything wrong with Blade Guard, but when the new Honor Guard come out, I'm going to pick those up. I'm going to pre-order them, and when I go to pick those up, I'm probably going to finally going to pick up some Sanguinary Guard and Head Takers from the Space Wolves. I have Blade Guard coming in my Black Templars Combat Patrol, which I ordered forever ago, and still hasn't gotten their back order. I should pick some. Well, I just picked up these Deathwing Knights when I picked up this Combat Patrol, and the Horus Heresy version of a Combat Patrol. I think Battle Force Patrol, whatever it's called. I know it's not a Battle Force, Combat Force, whatever it's called. But those are going to my Emperor's Children. Well, the Rhino and the 20 men are going to my Emperor's Children because I still have enough leftover sprues from my Battle Force box that came with them. So I'll have another 10 Infractors and 10 Tormentors to build from that box. And then a Dreadnought, which, if you saw my one Deathwatch My Way video, you would know that I either want to make that a probably go to like the Inquisition instead of having, well, Emperor's Children don't have Dreadnoughts. So most likely it would have to go Deathwatch as, I guess, a Redemptor Dread. So yeah, I would probably be doing that with that. And because it's a Leviathan Dread, yeah, it is. And I would do that. But the Rhino can go to won't go to the Deathwatch. That would go towards my Emperor's Children for sure. And so yeah, I'd say that's about that. I have like built up these guys of Deathwatch, and whether I got my wish of 12 models in a thing, but once again, Eradicators and Aggressors just came out. So if it was just the Inceptors and the Eliminators, and then something like a new Watchmaster model, woo, that'd be pretty cool. However, I doubt they do that. Or like, what if it's because they just put JPI I don't think they put assault intercept. No, that was in the salamanders one. I don't know. I wouldn't want like a half of a 10-man box in there. So maybe something like Stern Guard vets would be pretty cool. So like, let's do eliminators, why I keep saying suppressors, eliminators, inceptors, and eradicators, or interceptors, eliminators, and aggressors, and then Stern Guard vets. And that's still in the same ballpark of savings. That would actually be 29.9% savings, where if we went those 4 3-man units, that would be 29.1% savings. Oh, we need an upgrades row, so we get rid of the Stern Guard vets. They'd give us something probably like assault intercessors, and because we have jump pack unit, Gravis unit, and a Phobos unit, right? And then give us regular Marine unit. And since none of these go together, that would force people to buy, which is, I'm putting my big corporate hat on, force people to buy the units that are required to make out those kill teams. Sort of how like the Tau Combat Patrol comes with a commander but no crisis suits, because they want you to buy crisis suits. Same thing, like they want you to buy, like you got a breacher, you got a team of breachers, and you got a devilfish, but you don't have a fireblade, or pathfinders and a devilfish but don't have darkstrider, so you couldn't do the Grundy maneuver, or you couldn't just have breachers come out and go brrr. So yeah, sort of like that. Gotta put that corporate hat on occasionally, and well, that's what I'm thinking. Eliminators, some sort of Gravis 3-man, and then the Inceptors, and then one regular. I would just prefer assault intercessors as opposed to intercessors or infiltrators, like a 5-man team cut in half. I mean, JPI would be cool, however, they wouldn't give us JPI and Inceptors, so. But could you imagine if they actually did put suppressors in the box instead? Like a unit we can't even take. Well, we can take in Deathwatch, but has no purpose in like our kill teams. And so it wouldn't gain the benefits of the Deathwatch. Like it wouldn't gain any of the mission tactics that we have to us. So I'm thinking, well, I'm just wishful thinking, as now I look at all my Marines that I have to paint up and more Marines to build. I have 10 more Marines to build, not counting the new Emperor's Children one. Those are like Emperor's Children Marines that I'm going to be making. And have a lot more fun painting purple and gold than I do black and silver. I mean, their shoulder pads are all pretty unique. And this, I'm going to have a lot of fun painting my Wolf Priest model, because he's just dripped out. Like, talk about aura farming, especially compared to like, I really don't like ancient models. I don't really care for the banner. Don't know what we do with this banner, because I gotta put like a giant eye in the center of it, and then I don't know what's gonna go down here in this little bit. So yeah, we got things to paint up. Well, prime. Oh, my pile of shame is like ever shrinking and expanding. I built 3 out of 4 units in this box, and I stopped with the Terminators because Assault Terminators are coming out soon and they look so good. I need to get me some Wolfguard Terminators to go with these Deathwing Knights, and then have a nice 20 strong Deathwatch Terminators without their shoulder pads. I could just 3D print some, however I don't own a 3D printer. One of the local game stores near me does 3D printing. I have a bunch of friends who do 3D printing. But yeah, that's the thing. I probably will even order some from Etsy, but that's gonna take forever. And that's like not unique to me. I know a lot of you guys have piles of shames that are bigger, if not equal, probably smaller. Hopefully smaller, because you're financially smarter than I am. Anyway, if you like I've been West, where's the fun? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. for more Warhammer, D&D, and other tabletop games. And I guess news, since I did start with news today. And is there any other news I can think about? I mean, there's like this dog thing being teased on the GW community website right now. And I never know what's gonna drop on D&D Beyond. That I just realized I'm rambling now. You know what? Sorry. Not sorry. Either way, if you like what I do, tune in. Bye.